Hey everyone, so here's my kitchen right here. We got our stuff that we're doing. Okay, as you can see, that's a fucking muffin. When on the day of my show, I picked up a lot of free stuff from the free breakfast. I had time, so I was like, fuck it. And so with that said, this muffin's going into my pancakes today. I'll show you guys exactly how it looks like. I'm super excited to try this now that I'm not on prep. I can just kind of like wing it a little bit. I still track the calories and everything, like the macros, but it's gonna be a good breakfast, and it's a late breakfast because I went shopping for food because all I had was like Whole Foods and stuff like that, which is still good, and I'm still gonna use Whole Food stuff, but now I can kind of be a little bit more lenient with myself, which I'm super happy about. So this is gonna be delicious. I can already tell. So firstly, what we're gonna do is we're gonna chop half of this. What I'm personally gonna do, and I don't know if it's gonna be the way that I want it to be, but I'm gonna cut right here so that I have the top for the top of my pancakes. And now I added the Kodiak pancake mix. It was just 1/4 cup, just to give it some like cake batter consistency. I already put in 100 grams of egg whites, so I'm excited to see how this is going to turn out. It's my first time doing it this way, so we'll see how it tastes. And it's got a pretty good consistency. You can't hear it, but like if I look in, right, let me see if I can get, right? It's got a good consistency, so I think these are going to come out pretty good. I have to hit a certain amount of macros today, but just added some stevia brown sugar to it, about a tablespoon, I'd say. And a teaspoon comes out to about 4 grams of carbs and stuff like that. Add a little bit of extra protein to it. It's a pretty protein packed meal, and so I'm pretty excited. It's gonna taste great. Okay, so we got our skillet. So now we just kind of wait for. I'm probably gonna turn on the other side too, just because. And if you're wondering, like, why is my stove so dirty? I was so lazy during this whole prep, like, insanely lazy. But got those bubbles, hold on. And then lastly, we're going to take our whipped cream, and we're just going to, let me see right here. Right there. And then we're going to take a few of our Lily's chocolate chips and just right there. Now, it might be a little bit more than I should have put for the whipped cream because it's got to be like 2 tablespoons. But I'm getting off prep. I'm not going to be exact on everything, but I'm going to get close to it. And then obviously you can't forget your sugar-free maple syrup. If I had Walden Farms, I would be using that instead, but sugar-free maple syrup, that's what we're going to do. So we're just going to, oh yeah. Just might have been a little bit more than I should, but like, yeah, it's going to be a good breakfast. This is absolutely bomb diggity. Like, absolutely bomb diggity. Like, I'm so happy just to be able to do something like this where I don't have to worry about too much. So it's great. It's great being lean. Don't get me wrong, there are perks, but when you can just enjoy your food and still feel like you're building muscle, like like I'm not gonna do this muffin shit like all the time, but just having protein pancakes just the way I usually do. I mean, sometimes I do oats, but yeah. Look at that. And if you guys are wondering, like, what are the macros on this stuff? The protein is almost 40 grams of protein in this whole pancake deal. And then the carbs are, like, right under 50 grams of carbs. And then 16-ish grams of fat. That's minus the syrup and then the sugar-free whipped cream. So it's probably a little bit more on the carb and fat, but actually it's probably closer to like a little bit above 50 because I added brown sugar instead of regular stevia. But it's delicious, and you can't go wrong. Look at that thing. Look at that.